guys, and welcome to my channel. Today is another what's for dinner video, and I'm starting off with the chicken fried rice. I have leftover chicken from the day before, and then I'm gonna debone, deskin, chop up. I am preheating the oil. I'm making regular rice, and then I'm making cauliflower rice. In this one, I had scrambled my eggs. You need some onion, some garlic, and then you also need chicken bouillon powder, which I will use Vegeta, soy sauce, 1 teaspoon sesame oil. I don't have it, so I'm just using olive oil, black pepper, some mixed vegetables. I am using peas, green peas, and then 2 teaspoons of green onion to garnish it with. So I'm going to get all that started. Cooked my rice already, so I'm going to add that. You're supposed to use like a leftover rice, but I don't have any. So I'm gonna fry up my eggs because my oil is hot. So my eggs are ready. I had sauteed some onions and garlic. I'm going to add split the chicken and add it in, and I'm going to add the rice and the cauliflower. So once I added the chicken and the rice and the cauliflower, I do end up seasoning it with a little bit of Vegeta and also some soy sauce. You don't have to add Vegeta, it is just something that I add. And also I also added some frozen green beans to it. You could add any vegetable you want. I would just my advice is just so it's small, like you can do corn, carrots, and peas, or even green beans wouldn't be bad. I had peas on hand, so that is what I used. And as far as the seasoning goes, I did add also pepper and just a touch of salt just to taste, and then soy sauce was to taste as well. So depending on how much soy sauce you want, that is how much you add to it. I would start with a teaspoon and then just keep adding until you reach the flavor that you're looking for. So here is the chicken, and then the next one is rice cauliflower. We actually do love the rice cauliflower. I do prefer to buy it frozen from Costco and then just use that. It's just so much less mess than trying to rice it myself. Today I'm going to be making crock pot Birria Tacos. This is a brand new recipe for me. I have never made it, and I had to substitute a few ingredients because I could not find everything that was needed. I will link it down in a description box, the original recipe, for you to follow. But nevertheless, everything that goes in it sounds delicious, so I thought I'd give it a try. So here are some of the things you will need. I am going to be using a sirloin tip oven roast. Then you need bay leaf, oregano, cumin, and cinnamon sticks, as well as some smoked paprika. Then I'm going to add a chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, a few of these. Then you need to add some dried peppers. Now I searched it up because I could not find the dried peppers. The Tabasco is a good substitute. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I'll give it a try. And then I needed fire roasted tomatoes. I could not find any, so I'm just going to use regular tomatoes. And then you need onion, garlic, tomato paste, apple cider vinegar. Oh, I also forgot to mention you also need coriander, beef stock, and some natural oil like avocado. I only have avocado spray, so I am using olive oil. So, and you're also going to need some ginger. So I'm going to start with browning my beef. Before I add my beef to the crock pot, I want to season it with some salt and pepper. I'm using freshly ground pepper. I do not have any freshly ground salt, so I'm just using a fine sea salt to season it. And then while I'm seasoning, I am also preheating my cast iron with some olive oil, and you want your cast iron to be super hot so that way you can get the proper sear on it. And so once it's hot, I add my beef and I just flip it all over until all the sides are seared. And then I add the beef to a crock pot, and I am adding all the rest of the ingredients in. I am using whole tomatoes, which I will just use my little handy tool to crush, so I can get crushed tomatoes. It's super easy, and that is what I had on hand. I will have all the recipes that I have linked in the description box for you, so that way you can see all the proper measurements, sizes of the meat, and all that stuff. Once everything is added, I give it a little stir just to combine everything up a little bit. I do not use the plastic covers anymore because I've heard they're no good for you, so which I kind of suspected it, but so I decided not to use them anymore. I do cook this on low for 8 hours. Once the beef is cooked, I take it out, as well as all the bay leaf and the cinnamon sticks that I added. I take all that out, and then I use my immersive blender to blend the sauce up. And before I add the sauce, some of the sauce to the beef, I do shred it with just two forks, and pull it apart. So to assemble these tacos, I am dipping the corn tortillas into the sauce, adding them to a preheated pan with oil, and then I add cheese. We add the meat, and then we add some onion as well as some fresh cilantro, and we served it with the side of sour cream. And I also made a salad with a cilantro dressing. It's a kit called Baja Kit. It comes with some seeds as well as crushed tortilla chips, but I did not use any of the seeds or the tortilla chips, just the dressing. For dinner tonight, I'm making pork tenderloin. I'm going to season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, parsley, red pepper flakes, onion powder, and paprika. And I did say black pepper, and I already oiled my pan. I'm gonna cover it and bake it for about half an hour at 400. To go with my pork, I am going to make garlic parmesan Brussels sprouts, and I have added 16 ounces, so about a pound of Brussels sprouts, 3 garlic cloves, half a cup of parmesan, half a teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, some black pepper, and I think that's it. And I'm gonna roast them for about 20 minutes in the oven. I also made a mixed salad with some balsamic vinaigrette. For dinner tonight, I am making a simple meal of butter chicken, and I am just using a store-bought sauce. This comes from Costco in a pack of 2, and the ingredients is pretty straightforward. I know I've seen it somewhere. There we go. Just so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to make rice as well as some rice cauliflower to go with it, and some naan. So once I browned the chicken, I added the sauce. And then we also like to add a tablespoon of peanut butter to it, and now we're gonna cook it, simmer it for about half an hour. For dinner tonight, I am making homemade pizza. I'm going to shred my cheese, and I already made 2 doughs, and I'm making another one, and I have a super easy dough recipe that's so easy to make and ready in no time. So I'm going to link it down below for you to check it out if you are looking for a quick and easy dough to make. So here is the pizza dough all spread out, and then I made sauce. I just used my whole tomatoes from a can, added some garlic, oregano, red pepper flakes, some Parmesan, salt and pepper, and blended it. And then I shredded a mozzarella pizza cheese. And then I'm going to open up a can of artichokes because I like artichokes in my pizza. Also, we got hard-boiled eggs. And here are some of the other ingredients. Everybody puts their own toppings. So we've got tomato, red onion, pepper, some homemade bacon, pepperoni, mushrooms, and then homemade sausage. And it's cured. So it is all done. Here they all are. I cooked them on the stones. I put the stones in when I preheat the oven, and I can fit 4 stones inside this oven. I hope you guys enjoyed this What's for Dinner video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching.